Your account just came back verified either from Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax. Let me show you how to use Identity IQ to knock them out. So sit back, relax, grab a pen, get some paper, get something to drink. We're going to get straight into it. So your accounts came back verified. Let's talk, all right? So one of the things you want to do is, if your accounts came back verified, whether that's from Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax, you want to actually look at to see the actual account that they said was verified. What did they verify? What did they say they updated? What did they say they modified? You want to see if they actually provide you something, all right? So what do I mean by that? So you usually would get an investigation back from either Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax. You sent off your first letter, and they said everything was verified. But what you want to do is look at the details that's within the specific account. So they said, let's just say this for an example right here. Let's just say, for an example, Victoria's Secret, this account was verified. So you would have got something in the mail saying this account was verified or updated, modified, whatever the case may be. But you want to see the actual, what did they actually verify or what did they actually modify? And most of the time, you're not going to see nothing, all right? They're going to say updated, modified, everything was verified with this account. But that doesn't give you no information because you're like, what did they update? What did they modify? Especially like, what did they actually update or modify? So that's one of the things you want to do next is, all right, they said that happened. Now what you will want to do is create a letter based off of what happened to you, right? So if you got an investigation from Experian, right? And then they said everything was complete and accurate and we updated or we modified this account. Now, the next letter you want to actually ask them is based off of, if you go read the law, 15 USC 1681I7, you want to ask them, can you provide me a description of how you verified that account? All right. So here go the letter that I'm talking about. So the letter that you want to create is just based off of this specific law because they said they modified, they said they updated, they said everything was verified, but you don't know what they updated. You don't know what they verified. So you want to ask for the description of how they verified, what they updated, what did they modify? Because if you look at the report, let's just say you look at the report, for an example, you look at the report and you just compare from this month compared to last month. And everything is still the same. They say they updated, but what did they update? Because as you can see, this is just an example. The date open is still the same. Date last active is still the same. Date of last payment is still the same. Everything is still the same on this account. Look at this. They say TransUnion was this, but they're not reporting nothing. As you can see, the information is different. So that's like some of the questions you want to ask Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax, whoever said was modified or verified. You just want to ask specific questions. So that's what you want to do is create a letter and then ask them to provide you the description of how they verify that account. So you want to ask, what did you modify? What did you update? And here's the specific letter. So you want to put your name, your address. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see what's going on. All right. So as you can see, I'm writing to request a detailed description of the investigation process followed by your agency regarding the disputed accounts on my credit report, pursuant to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, 15 USC 1681I7. All right. Under this section, the credit reporting agencies are obligated to provide a description of the investigation within 15 days of receiving a consumer's dispute. All right. Now, I got a letter from you saying, so from either Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax, accounts listed below were verified, but I would like to know what you verified. Can you send me a description of what you verified? All right. Now, you can even go more in detail, but you can ask like, what did they modify? What did you fix? Whatever the case may be. All right. And then you just want to list the name of the account and the account number. Very important because you just want to, because if you send a letter just with the account name and you have multiple accounts with that specific thing, they might mix it up. All right. So get the account name and account number, and you can get that from Identity IQ right here, because a lot of people have this question. And you don't need the full account number. As you can see right here, you can have the, star, right? You can have that, or XXX if you, depending on what you have. All right. So that's okay. So once you grab that, You want to put the account name and account number, and then here's a specific thing you want to ask them. Provide the description of the procedure of the investigation used to verify this account. If you can't, delete this account immediately. And then you want to get it notarized. Very important, because Experian, TransUnion, Equifax are saying that you guys sound like a credit repair company. So you would like to get it notarized. If you can't get it notarized, it's okay. You just want to go ahead and get that letter out. Make sure you're certified. Add 2 forms of identification, and then send it to whoever you're communicating with, right? If you're communicating with Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax, you want to send that specific letter to only Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Don't get it mixed up, because if you do, that would delay the whatever dispute process of the other accounts, because now you send this letter to another credit bureau, and then that gives them an additional 15 days to do an investigation, even though it has nothing to do with that specific concern. So just send that letter out to whoever you're talking to, and then what's supposed to happen is Experian or TransUnion or Equifax is supposed to send you back an investigation of the description of how they verify, or what was verified or updated, modified, whatever the case may be. The law doesn't really in details of what the description is supposed to be, but just assuming that the procedure that was used. So send that to the credit bureaus, and then if they don't respond to you within 15 days, like, what do you do next? All right. So what you're supposed to do is file a complaint, or you're not supposed to. You can go ahead and file a complaint with the CFPB, because now you're not getting anywhere. So what I would suggest for you to do is file a complaint with the CFPB, and I'm going to walk you through the process of how to do that. So if you don't have an account with CFPB, you can go ahead and create a free account with them. Now, once you have a free account with them, they're going to send you an email, verify, and then once you're in there, now what you want to do is just click on at the top right hand corner, you should be able to click on start new complaint. All right. Now, once you do that, you should be able to, I'm going to show you what screen you're going to be on. So if you don't have it, this is the screen you're going to be on. You're going to fill out this information and then sign up and verify your email address, like I said. And then the back end, you're going to be able to see at the top right hand corner, click on start new complaint. All right. Be on the screen that looks similar to this. Okay. So first and foremost, you want to just click on credit reporting. Sorry about that. And then click on credit reporting again, and then click on next. Just scroll down to the bottom. And then now you should be on a screen that looks similar to this. Now, what you want to do now is just click on problem with company's investigation into an existing problem. Have which best describes your problem. You want to click on the investigation did not fix an error on your report. All right. And then have you already tried to fix this problem? Either yes or no. You probably have tried to fix this. Did you request information from the company? Yes. What information did you request? And then you can put, according to 15 USC 1681 I-7, I asked for the description of how they verify my account. And then, did this company provide you with this information? No. And then now what you want to do is just create a specific complaint based off of what currently you did, what happened, basically who, what, when, where, why, how. All right. So as we learned back in school, everything that happened, like everything that you did, when it happened, not why it happened, but what you did about it, how, everything, just explain everything. All right. To your best of your ability, just explain the specific date, what day you sent out the letter and everything. All right. So I looked at my report back on, I wasn't good at this part. I looked at my Experian report back on January 19th, 2024, or you can say I looked at all my credit reports and I noticed some things were incomplete and not accurate. And according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, whenever a consumer reporting agency prepares a consumer report, it shall follow reasonable procedures to assure maximum possible accuracy of the information concerning the individual about whom the report relates, right? These accounts list out the account name and account number, all the accounts that were negative on your report are not complete and accurate. Now, I sent the letter asking them to make sure everything is complete and accurate, and here's my tracking number. All right, so you can list your tracking number right here. And then from there, they sent me an investigation back saying everything is complete and accurate, but if you check my attachments, everything is not complete and accurate. So we'll talk about the attachments in a second. And then based off of this law, they're supposed to update, modify, fix some things. And then I create a letter asking them how they verify the account according to this law right here. And then, but they didn't do that as well either. Can you please help me with this matter? And then now what you want to say is all those negative accounts, what would be a fair resolution to this issue? All you want to do is just tell them to delete the accounts listed below. Sorry. Just list all those accounts that you put in right here. All those accounts, just grab them and then just copy them, whatever accounts that you're specifying. So make sure you're only talking about accounts that's only with, well, if we're going to be only creating a complaint with only Experian, and then we're going to create another complaint dealing with TransUnion if your accounts can't verified back through TransUnion, and the same thing with Equifax. All right. So now just grab it and then paste it. And from there, you want to also put the attachments. All right. Upload everything that happened. So whether the accounts were the accounts that you can show an example of the credit report showing that everything was updated, modified, everything is incomplete, inaccurate, right? You could also send off your letters. Upload the letters that you sent off. So the first letter that you sent, and then the second letter that you sent as well. And then you can just upload everything that you have. So, you have your attachments. And then from there, you click on next. Okay. Now, once you click on next, this is going to be key. So who you want to talk to? Are you talking to Experian? Are you talking to TransUnion? Are you talking to Equifax? Okay. So for an example, Experian, you're just looking for the information solution, social, click on that. Name as a parent, date of birth, very important. All right. Fill out all your information. Okay. And then do you want to complain with another company? No. And then click on next. So after you click on next, here's what you want to do. You want to review your information and then make sure everything is complete, and then click on submit. Now what's going to happen is CFPB is going to reach out to either Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax, and they might give you some results within 15 days, or they might not, but they might just ask for an additional 60 days, but it usually don't take 60 days. It usually takes them about 30 days to complete the investigation. All right, so you just got to sit back and wait until you look in your portal and see what happens. All right. Now, if you don't have a membership with IDIQ, make sure you click the link in the description or click the link in the comments. Get you a 7-day trial. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.